Today, I'm going to be looking at high school track and high school combine measurements to highlight some of the freakiest athletes that I was able to see at the Shrine Bowl this past week in Frisco, Texas. We're going to be looking at some of the different reasons why I think these guys are freaky athletes. And just to give a heads up, you're going to see a lot of percentiles in this video for all the different track and combine metrics. These percentiles are going to be of all high school Division I athletes at that position. So for example, if it's a running back and he's a 98th percentile 100 meter, that means he's in the 98th percentile of all Division I running backs since the year 2010. With that being said, let's go ahead and get right into the first guy. We got 7 guys to highlight, and let's get it rolling. The first guy I want to highlight here is Isaac Guerrero, running back from Louisville. Pictures from Wisconsin. He was initially at Wisconsin. I believe he's a 5-year dude in college. 6 foot 220, weighing in at the Shrine Bowl. And this dude's just a freak athlete. We can see it all day at practices. I mean, this dude, straight line speed, kind of a one-cut guy. But you look at his track measures, you see why this dude is flying, and he's probably going to kill the 40-yard dash at the combine. This dude in high school ran a 10.5 100 meter, which is, like I said, remember, 98th percentile of all Division I running backs since 2010. This dude flies. He also ran the 60 meter, so he's an indoor track guy, which I think the 60 meter, I mean, if you're fast in the 60 meter, that's going to translate pretty directly to the 40-yard dash. And this dude was a 98th percentile 60 meter runner, along with a 21.57 200, also in the 97th percentile. So just, I mean, all the way from 60 to 200 meters. I mean, this dude's got top end speed. He's got acceleration, quickness, and any way you look at it, this dude's fast. But not only is he fast, this dude's explosive. He had a 24-foot long jump, which is in the 100th percentile of all running backs. Now, jumps are one of those things that are becoming bigger and bigger when teams are looking to athleticism. You're seeing like the vert and the broad becoming more. We look at long jumps. I mean, this dude being a 100 percentile long jumper is nuts, along with the speed. Isaac Guerrero all around is an incredible athlete, coming at 6 foot 220 also. This dude's a beast athlete, and I think he's going to go a lot higher than people think because of this athleticism right here. Next up, we started with the speed profile and Isaac Guerrero. Now we're going to go into the power profiles that we got. We got Logan Lee, D lineman from Iowa, 6'5", 286, is a big boy, and he has a great power profile. These are his combine and track metrics. At this combine in high school, 4.42 shuttle, which is in the 82 percentile for defensive lineman, along with a 33-inch vert. So this dude can move, and he's explosive in the jumps. He's not just like a, he's not just like a boulder out there. Like, this dude can move and explosive too. But really where it comes down to, a 55-foot shot put and a 159-foot disc. I mean, this power profile, you can see how explosive this dude is. I mean, when you're throwing shot and disc, you guys see those explosives. One guy, if you're like, hey, do throws really translate to like athleticism? Look at Adi Tamiwa, Jbor, last year from Northwestern. That dude was an incredible thrower in high school, and that dude lit up the combine. Logan Lee, those are incredible throwing numbers, both in the 90+ percentile of all defensive linemen coming out since 2010. He's a insane power profile. You can see that on the field when you watch him at Iowa, and I think it's going to translate to the NFL and why I think he's going to be a steal in the late rounds in this draft. The next dude I want to highlight, it might be one of the freakiest dudes at this entire event. Mark Perry, safety from TCU, came in 6 foot 211 pounds at the Shrine Bowl. And I mean, every kind of metric you want to look at this dude, he was elite coming out of high school. His track and combine ran a 10.5 100 meter, 99 percentile, 98 percentile 200, 99 percentile 4x1. You can see the speed. I mean, track speed, legitimate speed from Mark Perry. I do have to mention with Mark Perry, I have a 10.5 100 meter. He did run a 10.3 800 meter in high school, but it was wind aided, so it was wind illegal with a 4.5 mile an hour wind. So I don't have that, but he did run the 10.38 wind, but this 10.5 one was wind legal, so that's why I have it on here with the percentiles. But I just have to mention that before someone starts coming at me saying you ran a 10.38. I do know that, but it was wind illegal. But this dude, not only the speed, 38-inch vert as a high school combine in the 96th percentile. He threw a shot put 43 feet 10 inches. That's in the 93rd percentile. I mean, you go to like track meets, 43 feet's like that's a solid mark in the shot put just in general. Nonetheless, for a safety, I mean, this dude's got explosiveness, strength, speed. Like I said, one of the best all-around athletes at the entire event of the Shrine Bowl. And again, I'm really looking forward to seeing how he fares in the NFL and where he goes in the draft. Moving on, you might be saying to yourself, Jared, it doesn't get much freakier than Mark Perry. Well, Exhibit A. Tyler Owens out of Texas Tech. If you've been a fan of my channel, you've been watching. I highlighted this dude last summer when I was looking at some of the freakiest athletes in college. DB from Texas Tech, 6'2", 213. He's kind of a DB linebacker. I think he was kind of playing at the Shrine game. He was originally a 4-star committed Texas, transferred to Texas Tech. And I mean, this dude is an insane track athlete. A 10-900 meter, 100%. I believe that was 4th out of every Division I DB coming out since 2010. The 4th fastest 100 meter. When he goes into the NFL draft, it would officially be the fastest 100 meter for any defensive back going into the NFL draft. He flies. Also part of a 99 percentile 4x2 and 4x1 team. I mean, just every way he's fast. And he did the jumps. He got the explosive 22-foot long jump in the 88 percentile and a 45-foot long jump in the 91 percentile. This dude just moves differently. I'll show a clip here of a one-on-one I got. He kind of tries to undercut the route at the end and gets beat deep, but you can just see his size and speed, the way he moves. It almost looks weird out there, man, because this dude is big, but he can fly. And dude, I'm really interested in seeing how the NFL views him and where he slots in the draft. Now we're shifting back towards the D-line. This was a really freaky D-line class. And by the way, you're probably watching this video. You might be thinking about clicking out. Wait till the end of the video because I have one of the most insane track stats I think I've seen on any dude at the end of this video. So make sure you stay to the end. But here we got Kody Duke from Kansas State coming at 6'3", 239 at the Shrine Bowl. This dude, the main reason I want to highlight him is these jump numbers are insane. Like I said, NFL teams are looking more and more at these verts and broads in the combine, and those can, translate directly to these long jump and triple jump, showing that explosiveness. And this dude had almost a 22-foot long jump in the 96th percentile and a 45-foot triple jump in the 94th percentile. And you see it on the field, and this dude's get off and his just pop when this dude explodes out of his stance. You can see the jumps in action when you watch this dude on the field. But not only that, he was part of a 43-second 4x100 meter relay, which is 83rd percentile at 6'3", 239. I mean, this dude's big but explosive, and to do that, I think he rose his stock a lot at the Shrine game. I really like what I saw from Kody Duke, and a guy, yet again, I'm excited to see how this translates into his combine performance because I think he could blow up the jumps at the combine. Moving on, a lot of guys have been showing up in track. This dude doesn't have track, but this dude was a high school combine standout and a dude who's going to crush the NFL combine. His name is Xavier Thomas, edge from Clemson, came in at 6'1", 244. Let me tell you, this dude does not look 244. He is built. He carries 244 very well, and he moves very well. In high school, he ran a 4.3 shuttle, 93rd percentile, a 4.58 40, which is nuts, 99 percentile, and had a 33-inch vert. He's one of the dudes I expect to have an insane combine day, and he's going to be a guy that, listen, when the combine's all said and done, we're talking about who are the biggest risers, who are we not. Xavier Thomas is going to be on that list. I mean, this dude performs at the combine, and he's going to shoot up boards. You could see it on the field, too, at the Shrine. I'm going to put in a clip here of a one-on-one rep where you can see that shuttle coming to where his quickness and his change of direction when that tackle oversets his ability to cut inside on a dime is that 4.3 shuttle coming into play, and a dude that I expect to, like I said, shoot up boards come in draft time. So make sure you get to know Xavier Thomas's name. Here we are with the last player, and I told you this man was freaky. Richard Jbor. Sorry if I mispronounced. I believe that's how you say it. Edge from Troy. This dude's 6'1", 234, and you're looking, you're like, okay, this dude's got, he's got really good track metrics. This dude kind of we had him listed as linebacker safety, but he was an edge rusher. He's like an outside linebacker kind of guy. Worked with all the edge rushers at the Shrine game. But I mean, you're like, hey, 10, 9, 5, 100, 96 percentile, that's good. 51, 67, 400 meter, 89 percentile, that's good. 6'4" high jump, that's pretty good. 44-inch triple jump, that's pretty good. He's got all that. But the one thing that stood out to me, this dude was a 300 meter hurdle state champ in high school with a 38-44 300 meter. Now, if you were to ask like anyone in track and you're like, what is like the one event that shows complete athleticism the most of them are going to say hurdles because it's a combination of quickness, speed, coordination, explosiveness. I mean, it entails everything. And this dude in high school was, I believe he was like 6'2", 210 in high school. A 300-meter hurdle champ is, I just can't even imagine. 300 hurdles is a lot of like longer, skinnier kind of guys if you know track. This dude coming out at 210 pounds being a 300 hurdle champ is just blows my mind, because that is just pure athleticism. You can see this dude is rocked up and he moves, man. This is one of my favorite guys that I saw at the Shrine game, and I'm excited to see what he does in the future, because you just don't see dudes this size doing hurdles like that. And a guy that, like I said, hurdles shows athleticism, and this dude, I'll be excited to see if he gets that combine invite to see kind of what he does at the combine, because you see the overall athleticism and the fact that I still just can't get my mind over a 210-pound man being a 300 hurdle champ. That's nuts. Anyways, that is going to do it for the video today. Let me know what you guys thought of these guys in the comments. Any other hidden gems you want me to talk about. But coming up, we got the combine coming up. Once they announce the combine invite list, I'm going to dig deep in the numbers and find some combine guys to watch for you guys. Do my post combine, keep doing the draft stuff for me. You can check out, I did an Eagles video, I did a mock draft. We're going crazy with the content. Let me know what you guys thought of this again, and I'll see you for the next video. Thank you for watching.